Hello guys, welcome back to Just Winging It. For those of you that have been with us, thank you very much, we appreciate it. And for you that just stumbled across us and happen to be watching this, we'd appreciate if you could like and subscribe, comment, do whatever, all that fancy stuff, and we'd be very thankful for that. Anyways, this morning on Just Winging It, we're going to do something, going to get something. As you can probably see and hear, the truck here is running in the trailer, but it's empty. So I'm going on a little trip this morning, and we're going to take you along on what we're getting, what we're picking up. I'm actually picking it up for somebody else, my nephew, but it could be a fairly interesting little outfit. So stay tuned, and when we get there, we'll show you what we're getting. This is something here that messes Barbie right up. These roundabouts. They do help with traffic flow and congestion, obviously, because you don't have to stop and wait so much. But they certainly mess up Barbara on where to go and which road to get off at when she's not familiar with them. It's kind of funny, actually, but anywho, I just thought I'd throw that in there. We have another thing for all you American friends we have. As you can see, there's beautiful country up here in Canada as well. Green. We have really nice colors in the fall. As we know from being down in Arizona, you guys have some gorgeous country and scenery down there. But there's a lot of Canada that has some pretty gorgeous scenery as well. This here in Ontario is just our farm areas out where we live. Get on out west into Alberta and BC, you can get the Rocky Mountains. Lots of beautiful scenery. So if you've ever thought of making a trip to Canada, I don't think you'd be disappointed if you pick out where you want to go and see your scenery. And through the fall, we have an awful lot of pretty colors up here. And great place to come and look. But anyways, back to where we're headed. Headed on up to, as we mentioned, pick something up. And when we get there, We'll show you what it is.
According to Major League Eating, yeah, that's a thing. It's all over Decision.
Well, we'll be heading out onto the big road here now. 401 to get us to where we're going.
We do have a place where you can watch them eat hot dogs. I'll tell you about.
Okay. Well, we made it here. Now we'll just have to wait our turn to find out what we're getting and get her picked up and loaded, and then be on our way back. So till we get up to the front where we can have our turn, I guess we'll just have to wait. Okay, we're told to follow him. All kinds of stuff here. Everything you can imagine they have go through this auction. Okay, so in case you haven't noticed, this is what we're coming for. I guess just, if we can, just front to back, like one behind the other. That's them two there?
Yep.
I take it. Okay.
So just facing your truck?
Yeah, just facing the truck. Straight, they're little, there's lots of room on it.
Do you want to just pull in front of those trailers then?
Sure, certainly.
You can grab them and put them on?
Okay, you can pick them up and set them in there, no problem?
Yeah, I can pick them up from the back there. They've kind of got that, like, a little bit of a flat area on the bottom.
Oh, and you can just slide them in from the back of the trailer?
Yep.
Because you can extend the boom. Okay, perfect. All right. These guys are pretty good here. They know what they can do. Because they're probably not gassed and oiled, so they won't be running. Guy there's getting a couple too by the looks of it. So, as you'll see, we're getting a couple dingoes. That's a handy rig.
There's nothing to do, ever use it. It's an awful expensive rig. Just gonna pop that thing right up here. Just drop it right in. Kind of a tiny little rig, but hopefully they'll be handy for certain spots and areas. Ah, look at that. That's the way to be able to get things where you want them. Good there. Look at that. Isn't that just a slick way to do something? Here's one. So Dennis has bought these. See what he can do to maybe little side jobs and whatnot, and I'm sure we will you know, rent, beg, borrow, steal, whatever we can do when we have a little job to use it up as well. And we've got the two of them, possibly with the option to set one up as a rental for post holes and stuff like that, but that's still up in the air. So we'll kind of see and figure it out at the time. Okay guys, well, we've got them tied down. A couple of the tie down hooks aren't big enough for my chains. Luckily I had the one chain that had the big hook that would go around through that one, and we got it down up over the bucket because, well, we got to have these buckets strapped down here as well, but this one is tipped up, so that's what we did, and they're not going to go anywhere. We're in no hurry. There's more chain on it than it needs in the big picture, and a couple straps. I think we'll make her okay. So I'm just waiting now for a nice lady to bring keys. I don't seem to have any keys in them, so a nice lady's gone to find the keys for me. And then at that, we'll be on the road and heading them for home. So that's them there bringing keys. Okay, guys, we are on our way home with our toys. See probably in the mirror. And we got about an hour, just over an hour trip back, and when we get back we'll go through them, unloading and all that jazz, and see if they work. So till then, that's all. Well, we made her home. As you can see, they're here. Safe and sound, one piece, no problems, no issues. Now, we just have to open them up. That one's easy peasy. It's already open, don't have a backer on it. Don't come with a backer. So it'll probably run a little cooler. But anywho, I'll open this one up and check the oil, and hydraulic fluids and all that stuff before we move them. Not sure if my Mini X will lift them off or not. If we would, we could just set them in the shop. That'd be handier. Power kill switch. Yeah, that throttle's stiff. And as you can see, we got them off, and unfortunately I didn't have my camera going when Dennis took this one off and had the bucket a little too high and decided he was going to be catapulted over the top of it.
Not quite.
But it was kind of funny actually. But anyways, lesson learned. Bucket's got to be really low coming off of my trailer anyways. But we got that one off. Got them off. We went through them. They got oil. We'll put some fuel in them. But we got to go through them yet and check everything out. But one thing I must say is, already noticed, now I know it's Chinese, but we've already noticed some really stupid things. And that's like, how do they expect you to get that dipstick way, can't get at it. See the little yellow tip between the lines? Way down in there. Like it's just stupid.
Yeah, that's a silly spot.
You know, like there's no side cutout for it or anything. Just stupid. But you get what you pay for, so we gotta put up with that. And then the same with this one. It don't have a backer plate, which makes it a touch easier. But the oil dipstick is way up there. So again, stupid spots for stuff. But the other thing that didn't make sense on this one that we discovered once we got home here was this plate says, and when we bought it, or Dennis bought it, I just spent his money.
Oh, that was great.
23 horsepower is what this is supposed to be. The engine says 420, 15 horse. It is not. So I guess the little Chinamen don't know enough when they're building these things what motors to put in them. This one has the 739 like it's supposed to. So, you know, same old, you get what you pay for, but all in all, they don't seem to be horrible of in the big picture, and we'll find out what they do. And if that's the worst thing with them, giddy up, we got her made. We will expect issues. From what I've seen and heard, they all have a certain amount of issues. We just got to we'll have to get the bugs worked out as they come up. So, that being said, we'll get them gone over and see what we're gonna have to do for its first job. So that's our adventure for today. Stay tuned for more adventures on Just Winging It. Okay guys, we've got these little machines here and we've been playing around in the shop. We took them out for a little test run in the dirt pile, and they are surprisingly pretty decent little machine. Seem to have lots of power for digging in a full bucket of dirt out of the dirt pile and whatnot. There was no point in us filming that because you guys probably have seen lots of them on the YouTube already. So we're just kind of going over what we come across. So as I showed you a few of the stupid things that were with them in the beginning, one other stupid thing we come across was the controls are all backwards. So amongst our playing around, and I thought maybe it was just me because I'm used to my excavator, but had really nothing to do with that. Dennis and Tavers come up with the same conclusion. Everything was backwards. So to rectify the problem, we brought them back in the shop and we turned around and we reversed all the lines. So on each cylinder, we just reversed the lines which way they're going. So now the controls work the way you expect them to work, or at least the way we do anyways. So here they are. Not really a change when you look at it, because we just did it on the cylinders. We reversed these two lines here around to where they are now. And then we come down and we reverse these two lines on the cylinders around, just so that when we throw the controls, because the controls were, of course, these controls are forward, backward, boom up, boom down. That's how they work now. Originally, it was boom down, boom up. So every time you went in to try and load some dirt, you were going the wrong way. You wanted to lift it and it was putting it down. So same with the bucket roll. We wanted to roll it back and it would roll the other way. So we got them reversed, and they work the right way around now, and everything seems pretty good. We've checked and tightened all the other lines, everything you got to do with these from the get-go, and put them through a little test. And like I said, all in all, they work pretty good. They had enough power. They sit and spin the tracks. They didn't stall out. So until we find a job for them, that's all.